Here, almost everybody who moves to Denver, their first home is in Glendale because there are jobs right here and they don't have to drive very far. It's a mecca for young people. This city is the average age of 28 years old and they're half male and half female. We looked out and the city was boarded up. There was plywood, there were buildings unoccupied. We had Builders Square sitting over here bankrupt. And so we got on the phone. I got on the phone and called North Carolina to Lowe's and got a hold of Home Depot. And so they sent a couple of landmen out to look at it, and then they all got in a bidding war with each other, and we ended up with Home Depot taking over, and we've never looked back. We as the city were willing to make this happen and to try to identify what the needs of the city were and what the people were. And when Target remodeled in 2002, Mike, as the planning commissioner, went to him and said, well, look, now that you're going to expand your store, you're knocking out one of our biggest tax resources, which was a liquor store. It was a huge liquor store. So we think you should sell liquor in that aisle or in your store to replace that. And they said, oh, no, we wouldn't sell liquor in our store. And he talked them into doing it. And they put it in. It was the first Target in the country to have liquor sold in its store. And now that store is always top 1, 2, or 3 in the nation ever since then. Now there are Targets all over the country who do this very same thing, who've been modeled after this one.
How are liquor sales doing at Target?
They're good. It's about 5% of our sales.
We obviously like having you in Glendale very, very much, and anything we can do to help you succeed, we will certainly do it.
So, and this is a little town of 5,000 people. We now have the number 1, 2, or 3 in the country in Target, and number 1, 2, or 3 in the King Soopers in their group.
The store has vastly exceeded expectations. Is that fair to say?
The liquor operations is number 1 in all Kroger across the United States.
Fantastic. It helps to have a city council that likes wine, doesn't it?
And then all down the way, each store is the best that they have in their district. So Barnes & Noble is the same way. It's the busiest one they have. We have a Starbucks in there that's open 22 hours a day. It's the only one west of the Mississippi that is. This is a vibrant city 24 hours a day because of the vision that he and this leadership team have put together of what this city could be. The whole city runs off of the sales tax that we have, and so sales tax drives everything for us.
We disclose in our financial statements that 2 big box stores represent 44% of the city's revenues. That's significant, and in most cities would be a very scary thing and something that the bond rating agencies would downgrade on. In Glendale, because of our location along Colorado Boulevard, it is assumed by those bond rating agencies that anything that locates along the busiest street in the entire state is going to do well. So if one of those stores came out, another would go in and would be the category killer within its area.
Our goal has been, how do we reduce the burden on these businesses? We really haven't increased. Our taxes are still on par with what Denver charges. Our city property tax is lower than a lot of other cities in the metro area, but we haven't had to increase fees and all these other things that a lot of other cities have had to do because we have this vibrant business community. But that just doesn't happen. It's, you have to intend it to happen. You have to, and by getting out of the way of business. The way we run our city is a lot like businesses run their business. We had roughly about 1,520 employees total at the city, and we reduced it down in the 60s within about 2 years.
The city's number of employees has decreased dramatically. A lot of that due to the fact that we now contract with Denver Fire for our fire suppression. It saves us over $1 million a year in our budget.
Well, Infinity Park it's 2 square blocks in the heart of Glendale that not only provides recreation, but open space opportunities for an area that has the highest density in the state of Colorado.
We are completely sold out here at Infinity Park. All of our signs are sold out. All of our inventory is sold. And this is how we do it, is building relationships. We literally, once a sponsor comes on or an advertiser comes on, they are just infused into the community here, and the retention is high. So we don't really have turnover here. They stay on with us.
It's a Mike Dunafon vision, and that's exactly what it means. Infinity is forever. You can stand here and keep this thing going forever. And that's his philosophy in life, that there is no end to where things are going. If you can dream it up, you can do it.